Howdy, Desert Boy here. Hey, I'm really glad a lot of you enjoyed that R92 Rossi 44 mag video, and appreciate that. And that was, it's a real, based on a real classic, the old 1892. So let's look at a more modern classic today. So this one here has been in a lot of movies. Many of you may have used these in the military. I'm talking about the Beretta 92, or as a lot of you may know it as the M9. And this one happens to be an Elite LTT, Langdon Tactical Technology. And as we can see, it's a nice looking gun. It's all metal, so it's got G10 VZ G10 grips on it. So let's check it unloaded. It's got no magazine in it. We go ahead and rack that back a bit. See, it's got a nice stainless steel barrel. Checked it unloaded. It's got the Spartan night sights on it. This also has the bevel job on it. And if you look at it, all these, they've got rid of all these sharp edges. They've tried to get rid of all of them down here underneath the trigger guard, coming around. Even this back here in the beaver tail area. It's got some nice stippling and texturing for grip along with the VZ grips. Also along here. It also has a kind of an oversized magazine release button. The gun is, 8.4 inches overall length. It's got a 6.4 inch sight radius. It's got a 4.7 inch barrel. This is considered a full size. It's a 1.5 inch width with 1.3 inch grip width. And it's about 5.4 inches tall. So it's 34.8 ounces, so it's a handful, and then you take the magazine, which is unloaded, you put 18 rounds in it. It comes with 3 18-round mags in this particular version. So it gets pretty heavy. It says the Vertec M9A3 slide, and they call the M9A1 type grip setup, Now, this is a DASA, so when you initially pull the trigger, this is decocker only, so when you initially pull the trigger, it's going to be heavy. We've checked it unloaded. It's in a safe direction. We see how it's a bit heavy. And they say that could be like, I think, 9 to 12 pounds or something like that. I think it's 6.3 to 7 pounds, I think. Feels a little heavier than that to me. With the trigger job, I think it's lighter than the 3.5 to 4 on a single action, but had we pulled it and shot it in double action, then what that means is it reciprocates, and when it comes back, it's in the single action position. The gun's trigger is much lighter, and what would happen is when you go to pull it, you can see the trigger pull is just very light. So normally the reset would be much shorter, but because the gun hadn't reciprocated again, it would be back in this position. If we wanted to decock it, we could press down with this decocker. Or this gun, in this case, has dual decocker. You could press it down from this side. So it's got some nice features, front serrations, rear serrations. It's got a nice target crown on it, solid steel, guide rod. Overall, it's got a rail, nice magazine well. It's an empty magazine. Put that in there, just goes in there nice and positive. Releases nice Comes right out like that. So, once again, this gun has been used by the military. It's been in a lot of movies and very popular. I like the gun as a classic. This is a very expensive gun. You're going to pay a lot of money for it. So, for this version, sometimes some people had to look at a Wilson Combat Centurion. It's a hard choice, but I'm glad I picked this one. I really like this particular version. So, anyway, this is just another modern classic to think about. You know, as Reed Desert Boy always says, you know, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye now.